afternoon, everybody. It's Susie from Ruby Rose Reborns, and yes, I'm actually making a video. It's been a long time, at least 2 months since I've been on YouTube, and that means actually being on YouTube, watching videos or making videos. 2 months ago, which would have been about, I think, the beginning of February, we had some kind of situation where our internet was not working. And it took us, I don't know, a couple of months to get it to work right. Not months, a couple of weeks to get it to where it would stay on. We switched servers, and it was good for a while, and then it wasn't good, and we just went back and forth with this, and it was very frustrating. So I really couldn't even respond to anybody, and much less take a video. And finally that got done, and then my laptop, which is fairly new, it stopped working, and my husband had to do a whole virus thing on it and everything. So, you know, I've just had some really bad luck with my ability to make videos or to even watch them. And the other thing is I just really felt like I had run out of things to say, and I didn't know what people were expecting. You know, there's a lot of channels that actually do discussions. They get very involved in that, and I appreciate that, and their discussions are great, but that's not me. I just really don't do that. And so I think people are probably getting sick of seeing my dolls, and they're the same dolls lately, and I haven't had anything new. And I noticed there was a lot of people getting a lot of new dolls, and they were showing them on YouTube, which is wonderful. Everybody loves seeing the babies, but I didn't have any new dolls, and I was in the process of selling a couple, and so just on and on and on. I just didn't have the motivation to make any videos. And so what I did was, my friend said, "You need a new baby." And I thought, I don't know, I like to keep my collection small because it's what I can manage. And so she said, "You need a new baby." And I thought, I do, but I certainly cannot afford a new baby. And I think, guys, I have told you, my daughter is getting married. She's getting married June 29th. And it's what you call one of those location weddings, where you go to the location for the marriage. And it's not that far. If you've heard of Lake Tahoe, which I know many of you have, that's where she's getting married. But this is her first marriage. Hopefully will be her last, first and last. And she's waited a long time. She's actually 35 years old, so this is a really big deal. So every cent, really, that I have made extra or whatever has really gone to that. And so I just didn't have any spare money to buy a doll. And also, at work, I always had a monthly beyond my paycheck, which goes to the family, my husband and I, and he's retired, and so we're kind of living off of his Social Security, and he has another little job, and my paycheck, which is just fine, but I don't want to ever get into that to buy dolls. So it's always been my money that I've used, and I was always getting a little monthly stipend because I was doing courier work on top of my regular job, and that was always fun because I could buy clothes, I could save it up for a while, and if I wanted a new baby, I could get it that way. Well, they ended up changing the system, and I'd been doing that for years, and they stopped doing that courier system, and they have another way of doing it. And that just broke my heart because I loved the driving and I loved the money. So anyway, I went through a little minor depression there because, really, the money I had in my account was going to my daughter for her dress, for what it is for a wedding. And anyway, so I thought, what am I going to do? Well, I do have a couple of kits that I was thinking of reborning. And but the thing was, believe this or not, I always use glass eyes. And this one particular kit that I have, that I got from a friend, that I was going to make for myself, he needed 20-inch eyes, and I didn't have any. I only had 22-inch eyes. So I had the mohair, I had the Susan Nagel mohair, everything. So I thought, well, I'm going to have to, if I'm going to make myself a baby, I am not going to go and spend $35 on some eyes, because I know there will be other little things I need to get too. So I ended up looking, and I had this kit. She's a new kit. And I thought, well, we're going to go ahead and do this. And when this kit came out, I bought 2 of them, and then I got it home and I didn't really care for it. And so I sold one, and then I ended up, then I tried to sell the other one. I mean, I really tried to sell this kit on eBay for a long time, and on Dolphin and other places, and there were no takers. And so I've seen some really good ones of this kit, and then I've not been real impressed with some other ones. And so I thought, well, she wouldn't have been top on my list when I first got her. She was, because the clay mold looked so much better than what the actual kit came out looking like. And then I belonged to a Facebook group, and I saw a couple of these come out on Facebook, of the members there were showing off their doll, and I thought, gosh, she looks really cute. I think I could do this. So I think I could make her cute. So I thought, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. And so I reborn this kit for myself, and I had a picture in mind, and I wanted her to be a little bit Hispanic, a little bit of a little darker olive skin, because all my babies had olive skin from my husband, who's Italian. And I thought, that's what I want. I want her to have really dark hair. And to tell you the truth, that's what I had in my stash, was an ounce of Susan Nagel, who is, to me, my very favorite mohair, and some really dark brown. And I thought, I really like that. So, and then the eyes matched and everything. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it. So I started doing it and was having fun, and was anticipating this a lot. And finally, this week, I finished her. And in the meantime, I sold a doll. I sold my Penny by Crystal Wynn, and was able to put that in my wedding account or whatever. But I was able to take some of it and buy some really nice new clothes for her. So anyway, but just for today's video, which is already 9 minutes explaining all this, I'm going to show you this baby, and then I'll come back in another video and show you the haul that I've got her, because it seems to me people like the hauls and they like the babies. And if you tell me ideas, I don't know, but in the description box of things you like to see, Anyway, enough said. I've gone on enough explaining about this baby girl, and to let you know, I'm in love with her. And I love this sculpt. And now I've been seeing a lot of them come out that are really cute. So we'll start. You probably maybe know she's big enough to sit up. So she's not a small, tiny baby. And we'll just move our bunny. And I'll start here. And let's see if I can go down here. And this lighting is not my favorite today. I don't know, everything's a little bit dark. I've been trying to get it, but anyway, you get the idea. And I have her in a little kimono, and this is a vintage kimono I got off of eBay a few years ago, and I love vintage, and I love kimonos on babies. And this one's a hand embroidered little Bambi or a little deer with some little roses on it and a beautiful lace edge. Okay, so I'll just go this way. Hopefully you can see. We'll try to move you up. Anyway, here's her little legs, and I'm sure by now you know who she is. And she has the left elongated, I'm not going to try to pull up her legs because I don't want her to topple over backwards. She's not the Saskia sculpt, but I'm sure you know she has the elongated left leg and the bent right one. And she does have the olive skin. And let's see, let's move this back a little bit. Yeah. And then we'll get a little higher. Huh, baby? All right. And you can see her hands. There's her hands, and she has the one little finger that sticks up. And those are her hands. Okay, so shall we reveal you to the world? Here is my precious Gertie. She's not Gertie anymore. Her name is Tori, Tori, and there she is. Haven't really monkeyed around with her hair much except for conditioning it a little bit. Here she is, but looking through this camera, she looks so dark from this light, but I don't know, when she gets, when it gets on the computer, it might be another story. And let's hope my computer will actually function today, right? Let me go. Now, you notice that I did pull her down with her nose and her ear, and so I don't want to hear any criticisms about that being ridiculous. Anyway, there she is. I'm going to go a little bit closer so we can get, there's her little pretty face, and she has very baby blue eyes and rooted eyelashes. And that cute little mouth. And she has dark brown hair that can be curly. So we will play with that later as time goes on. But she has a very full head of hair. But it's not like, I mean, it is thick. And it is it's more of a full head of hair than a thick head of hair. And I have just kind of maneuvered the hair around, but if I was combing it different ways, you would see some little spaces in it, but because it would be, there's little thinner areas. But that's my girl. That's Tori Lynn. And I just love her, and I have a lot of clothes for her now, and she's just a fun, happy little girl, and I can see now why people really love her, and because I love her. And so that's Tori Lynn, and we will be back with a haul video and with Tori in some different clothes. And thank you for watching, and I will be seeing you again soon. So there she is, her full self. Anyway, you all have a great day and a great week, and I will be seeing you. Bye now.